My 6th week in China was very eventful. We had a colleague in town and he knows how to play mahjong, which is a very popular game here in China. So after a couple of rounds, I felt like I got the hang of it. But it's kind of a betting game and you're matching up sets and runs. And of course he was better at it than us, but we all still managed to beat him. So that was a lot of fun and it was good to see some familiar faces. After that, we got to take a subway ride to go eat at a nice restaurant. The subways here are really nice, and the public transportation is one of my favorite things about living in China. It's so convenient to get anywhere. But before we sent my colleague back to the US, we decided to go to a popular turtle restaurant. Now, the turtle is so delicious. I can't describe how good it is. It's not quite like pork or chicken. It's just incredibly tender and just tasty. So we went to this adorable little restaurant where we had our own little gazebo area to sit in, and we had several different dishes. And it was a lovely dinner and a really fun way to spend time with colleagues and send my colleague back to the States. But one of the big highlights of this week was trying acupuncture for the first time, and that was quite the experience. Let's get acupuncture! I've never had acupuncture before, but there was a doctor visiting the university and offering a free service. So I hopped on the scooter with my colleague and we took a short ride over to the doctor's office. Now, normally when I think of acupuncture, I think of them inserting the little needles into the pressure points, but this was very different. First, the doctor showed me some movements I can do, as well as some pressure points that should help with my digestive issues and anxiety and bloating and other ailments. And then she slapped the ever-loving shit out of my arm. Now, I guess the idea here is that you bring the bad blood to the surface. I don't know if that's real, but I've had people swear by it. I guess it's a similar process to cupping, which is what my colleague is doing here, but it was incredibly painful. So instead of the needle acupuncture, she strapped this electric device to my eyes, around my eyes, and also my abdomen, and it sent out a bizarre electrical pulse. And this is how my face looked after the whole procedure. It felt weird, but not painful. And I don't know how effective it was since I've only had one treatment, but I did sleep very well that night, so who knows, there might be something to it. So the doctor recommended this tea to drink before meals for better digestion. She also gave me this supplemental snack. It's like a little cookie thing, and then a sleepy time tea. So I plan on taking all three and we'll see what they do. I've been feeling better and perkier, which means lots of time for eating food. So here are some of the food highlights from week 6. But the highlight of the week was visiting the Chongqing Golden Lakeside Spa Life. Here's what it's all about. Welcome to the Spa Center. I've never experienced anything like this in my life, and I need to know if something like it exists in the United States. But it's basically a 4-story relaxation playground, and you pay one price, and then you spend like 8 hours there. And it costs $28 to get in, and most of the amenities are unlimited, but some you pay a little extra for. But they take your shoes, you go downstairs. On the ground floor are the hot springs, which I didn't take any pictures because everybody was naked. Not co-ed, of course, but this is what it looks like down there. There were multiple hot springs. There was a sauna. There was a massage parlor. I paid extra for the really nice massage. And then you go in your comfy clothes. There's a TV. There's like a theater room. There's a game room. So after you get dressed in the like comfortable spa clothes, you go upstairs and then you just wander around this plaza. Like there's an outdoor relaxation room, and there's these like karaoke pods where you and your friends can just like do karaoke together. I guess KTV is a really big deal over here. And there's another sauna room. It's like a sound sauna room. There's a video game room. They had all this video game decor where you can just sit and play video games for hours on these comfy beanbag chairs. There were actually multiple video game rooms. There are unlimited drinks, non-alcoholic. If you want to buy alcohol, you can, but everything's so cheap here that, it's not a big deal to pay the extra. So unlimited drinks, unlimited snacks. You get to enjoy all these amenities and all these facilities. There's a little reading nook. Actually, there's more than one reading nook. You can like crawl into these little reading spaces. There's a hi-fi audio room where you can enjoy music like concert style. I've never seen anything like this. And then you can go to the snack bar and you can just eat as much as you want. It's mostly like fruits and healthy snacks. And there's also a dessert bar where you can get all sorts of different desserts. There was a coffee bar, and all of this is included. And there's sleeping pods. Like you can come to this center and just come here to take a nap. You can crawl into these little bunks and you have your own little private TV. A lot of people just lounge around in these little reading areas and just hang out. And I guess the idea is you pay one price, you spend, it's an 8-hour limit. So we were there for about 6 hours just enjoying all the stuff. And I think the only extra thing we paid for was the massage. So then there's games up on the top floor. You can spend all day playing billiards. They had darts. Yeah, even the toilets were fancy. I had to get a shot of that. So here's the snack bar. We're getting all of our little desserts. $28 for like all of this. Like, why doesn't this exist in the United States? Because it was incredible. I absolutely have to come back before my time is up here in China. So that's the spa outfit that I have to wear there. So you have to wear the spa clothes whenever you're walking around upstairs. And I just laid on a beanbag and took a nap while my friend did some work in the lounge area and my other friend got a massage. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then at the end, we decided to go back to the hot springs. We went back downstairs and just lounged in the jacuzzi for as long as we wanted and enjoyed the sauna. Oh my gosh, I've got to go back. Unlimited games, unlimited snacks, a health machine. Have you ever experienced anything like this? Because my mind is blown. Oh, and of course there's a little photo booth so that you can, share your experience before you go. But just unlimited relaxation and fun and food for $28. Like, where has this been all my life? I've only got 2 weeks left, so I've lined up all the medicinal teas that I'm supposed to be drinking. I'm having a good time, but I can't wait to go home. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.